Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't stop thinking about
Tomorrow.
podcasts.
Okay.
Get
So what do
this
we do for this one then?
We're going to get this one going, movie brackets.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Midnight Movie Distillery. I'm one of your hosts, Logan Lynch.
I'm the second host, Warwick Price.
I'm the better host, Lon Black.
He's the last host.
We're doing movie brackets, 80s
80s
movie brackets. What the hell are we watching?
And we are in the semifinals.
Quarterfinals.
Quarter. God, I'll get it one of these damn times.
Yes.
It will be done by then.
Yeah,
I believe it was mentioned in the last
The
one,
Hells.
but The
Yeah,
Hells.
but we gotta mention
and they're
this one.
raising something.
Hellraiser and Re-Animator.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not the Hells, because the previous round was the Hells, because that was Motel Hell and Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, that's
Ah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
Hellraiser went through. So
Interesting enough.
Hellraiser and, I already forgot, Re-Animator.
See, that would be a good name for another horror movie, Hell's Razor, because then like
Hells.
you're
Razor.
raising hells.
Razor Hell would be.
As in like babies, like little razors that
Yes.
grow up to be like big razors.
Yeah, with the multi-head things. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Hell Baby? That was a great one.
No.
Oh, yeah, I gotta watch
No.
Hell Baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Oh, okay.
I would hope
It
so.
sounds like it.
I would hope so.
You'll recognize the comedians in it.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Comedians. Anyway.
but now we're not talking about that. We're talking about Hellraiser and Re-Animator.
Yes, we are.
And we've talked ad infinitum about these movies,
We have
but in comparison to each other.
right. So I think one of the other things that we're trying to do for these episodes, especially as we start getting down to the final 8 here, is go back and watch the episode above for this one, because we would have talked more about the movie. So yeah, just as a comparison between the two. Obviously, different movies. I mean,
No. What?
beyond the
What?
fact, beyond
They're
the fact.
different? I thought it was the same movie, just holy shit.
Sorry to wake
If you
everyone.
rearrange Re-Animator's letters, you'll get Hellraiser.
Oh my god.
I don't think you will.
No.
If you get rid of those letters and respell it
Put a
Hellraiser,
whole
then you'll
other
get
set of
Hellraiser.
letters in there.
So I think, as we talked about in the episode with Motel Hell, it's like I know you don't. I like the story behind Hellraiser. I think it's
Oh, I think the story had merit. I thought the acting was horrible. I thought the special effects were great. I thought
you thought the acting was bad?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But I had other issues
Really?
with it.
You sure?
But I had other issues with it too, which I talked about in a previous episode. The whole the main actor is one guy, and then all of a sudden, then when he's skinned and starts to get back his skin, he's taller, has a completely different voice, doesn't look anything
that's
like
adding the skin. That's what the adding the skin.
Yeah,
Right.
his
Do you
vocal
do you
cords
not know
weren't
how
fully
science works?
made. Like he was supposed
And
to be
it's-
talking like.
If you look it up, it was a completely different actor. Why?
Because the other guy didn't want to get that naked.
And the
Yeah.
spinning boxes with flesh and rats stuck nailed to. What? That makes no fucking. It's just.
You have to. But it was groundbreaking, right? Like that. Did that not? They grabbed your attention enough for you to remember about the spinning box and
But
things like that.
Well,
again,
sure, but-
it was supposed to be extreme.
Yes,
And that was
very
the
extreme
whole
for that
point
time
was it's.
I laughed. The horror was not extreme, and I'm not trying to, say you guys are wrong. They're wrong, but it was one of those things that when they did that and you saw the spinning, I'm like. I liked when he was coming out of the ground, out of the floorboards, as blood slowly being built back into. That was pretty cool. His wife, girlfriend, whatever it was, girlfriend,
Wife.
I guess, sister-in-law, technically.
Well, yeah. Sorry, the other guy's wife. Yeah.
Was so hideous. I had trouble when she was on the screen. I had trouble looking at it. I would rather look at
The daughter?
the dude. Well, the daughter was cute-ish, but the other one,
Underage.
I would rather look at the guy's flesh being like melded back than look at his
Really?
girlfriend.
She definitely wasn't the like femme fatale that it's made to believe that she is because of how easy it is for her to pick up guys.
Right.
I think it just shows how
Desperate people
how
are.
desperate men are. Yes.
And I don't know if you noticed the guys she was picking up weren't real winners.
No, that's true.
So-
That's
Like,
true.
How are we doing this?
Right.
Yeah, I do agree. She was not the greatest looking, but that did not detract from. I felt like the whole premise of the movie is she's killing people, which she probably would never have done. It's just for whatever reason she was attracted to this guy that much that not only was she willing to cheat on her husband, but she was also willing to kill for him.
Yeah.
So
because he was good in bed.
Yeah.
Because he had a big schlonker.
But I do think
I wonder, would she have banged him while he was no flesh? Because like, would it?
He went up to her and kissed her.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the flesh.
That was
you
wet.
know, and she was into
He's
it.
like, you want some eunuch, baby?
he suddenly got wet.
Yeah.
But actually, it is funny.
He only banged her when she was on her period. Anyway, so you
It
can
was
get
a-
more blood.
Damn.
It was
There
a
you
bloody,
go.
it was a bloody mess.
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
That's love.
We are not for children.
Nope.
It's so funny because as much as I rated this higher over Motel Hell previously, it's like the more I do think about it, the more there are like some just weird things in the story itself. Like the whole thing of she didn't seem like that brokenhearted over the fact that the brother had disappeared.
Right.
And yet she so quickly went back to him,
Right.
even when
Right.
he wasn't in
Right.
like full form,
Right.
and she didn't know that by killing or allowing him to kill these people that he was suddenly going to be
Sure.
able to be like the same person he was before.
Yep.
Right.
So anyway,
Again, we're kind of reviewing the movie, but to compare it to Re-Animator, the gore in Re-Animator was way beyond Hellraiser, I think. They had the torture, the Cenobites, and the Cenobites were kind of a cool concept, and some of them look cool, some of them look
cinnamon
stoopy.
bites?
Yeah, cinnamon.
Okay.
Some of them look goofy to me, but nothing in comparison to not only the gore, but the hilarity of a severed head going down on a co-ed. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I think
The
we've
gore,
got two ends of the
ripping 'em up.
spectrum, though. You've got
Oh, my
comedy versus serious.
But it's not.
horror.
But it's not just that. Even the gore. If you go down to gore, Re-Animator was better gore.
I see. So I will
Way more over the top.
I will disagree on that.
Thank you.
It's like I think the gore in Hellraiser was way gorier.
How do you figure? Name a scene that was gorier.
Just blood. I mean, like physical blood that you see,
Skin tearing.
and yeah, skin tearing, and like the
Hooks.
him re-evolving from like a mushy, bloody mess back to periods again, into like self-actualized person.
Self-actualized. Nobody else actually.
Well, actually, death,
Got it.
killing other people,
yeah.
actualized
All
and
right.
stuff.
Yeah, that.
But with that said, Re-Animator is one of my favorite horror movies. As we said, I have a long list of things that are my favorite.
Yep. Yeah, and that changed.
And it's like I think Re-Animator was a better story overall, and it had what I said. Whilst I don't think it has as much gore as Hellraiser, I think it had a perfect combination of comedy, story, and gore, and nudity.
And which was, let's face it, much better nudity.
Oh yes.
But even that, I just think that, just to wrap it up, because I'm obviously picking Re-Animator. I don't know if you can tell that from that, but I'm going to clear it right
I thought
now.
you were totally going.
I'm taking Re-Animator on this one. But just because also when you watch movies, which movie am I going to watch over and over? I'm going to watch Re-Animator over and over and over. Hellraiser, I'm never going to watch again. I had to watch it the second time ever because of this, hoping that I'd have a new view on it, and
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna choose Hellraiser, mostly because of the exact opposite.
Have you
I
seen
will watch,
Re-Animator?
I've seen Re-Animator
Okay.
probably
I'm just-
almost the exact same amount of times as I've seen Hellraiser. But to me, I like to. Hellraiser almost reminds me of the original Halloween. I will watch Halloween 1 and 2 back to back most of the time.
Okay.
And same thing with Hellraiser. You kind of have to watch 1 and 2 back to back.
Really?
And that kind of gives you the full story. If you don't like the first one, just watch the second one, see if you maybe like that a little bit more. But to me, I will watch Hellraiser over Re-Animator. Not because Re-Animator is a bad movie or anything. It's just I got to be in a specific mood for that type of comedic horror.
okay.
And I'm not always in that mood. I'm usually in kind of a serious, grumpy mood, and I'm just like, okay, somebody get their skin ripped off.
Don't we know it?
Yes. Grumpy ass.
Well,
So
Warwick,
I'm the decider.
you're the,
Yes, you
you're
are.
the tiebreaker.
So it's funny. I will say I've totally watched Re-Animator way more times than I've watched Hellraiser. And I agree that, but I'd say in the other way around, of saying I have to be in the right mood to watch Hellraiser. Totally also agree that if you're going to watch Hellraiser, you kind of have to watch Hellraiser 2, especially like if you really want to try and understand like the full story. The two of them back to back just complete the story a little bit more.
Well, unless you don't really care about the story because you weren't drawn in, then probably 2 wouldn't help.
Okay.
I'm just asking. It's a question.
But I'm going Re-Animator. It's just a way more enjoyable movie. Again, I think it ticks way more of the boxes for what I would consider a good 80s horror movie. So
it's classic.
So be prepared
really
for
classic.
a new podcast called Logan Likes It.
Called Logan Likes It. So basically, we're going to take all the bad movies on this review. It's going to go on his list.
And his entire channel is going to be just shorts.
Yes. Yes. No.
Right.
Sadly.
Hellraiser.
I was thinking about doing that, yes.
Re-Animator. No. All right.
Okay, so we can do our little graphic.
Yes, we can.
You ready
Just
for me
like Hellraiser was,
Switch
graphic.
We're going to put it up here. We're going to make, well, I don't think we can make it too much bigger, but.
Yeah. I don't, that's the problem, is these are getting down to the nitty gritty now, right?
It is, man, but here's Re-Animated versus Aliens is going to be very tough.
That is gonna
But Thing versus American Werewolf in London is going to be, both of these, and Shining and Nightmare.
That side of the bracket.
This is tough.
Right, because once you get to the quarterfinals, now you really have kind of weeded out like some of the fluff that was in the outer brackets.
Yeah.
Don't say it. I know what you're going towards.
Don't give nothing away. What'd you say?
Twilight Zone.
Oh, Twilight. He hates
Beetlejuice.
Twilight.
Well, wait, the Beetlejuice didn't make it.
No, he didn't.
That's good. Not because it's not a good movie. It's
Yeah,
just it's not horror
Hey,
movie.
got a sequel 30 years later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Well, there you go. All right.
Anyway,
so there you go. Re-Animator wins it. Wins this.
Sorry,
Wins that
wins this bracket.
So then it'll go up against Aliens in another couple weeks.
Yes.
Good time.
So as we normally do, we will do a finishing the bottle episode. We probably will not be finishing the bottle of these two.
I think what we should do is, in this case, since
at least finish the glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say finish the glass. FTG.
But so that will be coming in a couple of days. So stick around for that.
For the
well,
long
not
one.
stick
If
around.
you're watching the long
like,
one.
I guess wait.
This
If you're watching it
launches
all
on Friday.
combined or listening to it.
Finishing the bottle launches on Saturday morning.
Oh,
so
correct.
it'll
If
be
you're doing the
tomorrow.
audio, we did the audio of the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you already listened to the audio, you wonder what I'm talking about.
Right.
'cause
Nobody cares about
Nobody
today.
really cares.
Which
Just
causes
stick
a little
around.
bit of a conundrum with this whole arrangement, but.
Yes.
Yeah, people like shorter
Screw it.
things.
That's what my
Maybe.
wife says.
Oh, I saw that coming a mile away.
She
That's
said the
also what she
same thing.
says. Oh, okay, I think we need to end this.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Stick
Thank you.
around
Yep.
tomorrow. Stay around tomorrow.
We'll finish this.
We are going to sit here for
Bottle.
24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thank you. Like, subscribe,
Comment.
do all that cool stuff.
Yes.
Oh no, that we say that in the end.
Yeah, we got something that does
Well, this
that.
is technically
You
the
can
end of
still
this
say it.
episode. So.
Yeah, but I put the ending on all of them now,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, we're here.
fuck it. See
So
you later,
long.
guys.
Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Oh shit.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Be sure to follow us on social media.
How come you got more?
Because you're lame. You don't know what to say.
What are we supposed to do? Like, just like
Logan,
time it
I
all
could've been
out?
like, tune into the next
You
one
keep
or something.
screwing it up.
but
You're gonna knock
Okay,
it
this is
out
like take
airtime.
15. And like I only screwed up like 3 of them. You screwed up like
Look,
8.
we're just gonna keep this one, okay?
This is the one.
This is
All right,
it.
this
We're
one
done.
right here.
Finish
Okay,
it.
done.
And